And yes, I can.
All right. Okay. And Wen Hao, can you hear us?
Okay.
Okay. All right. Thanks. All right. So I think so Victory will be coming, right?
Send them a message.
Okay. So I guess yeah, yesterday, thanks Wen Hao for getting us the first version to be, the logging. And just to check if Herman has gotten and Wen Hao gotten access to the Git, I guess the VAS GitHub yet. Wen Hao, did you? I already assigned Victory as a maintainer. Okay, that's
Okay.
it's an update. Okay. All right. So Victory, hi. Can you hear us?
Hi everyone. Yes.
Yeah.
Can
Okay.
you hear me?
Yeah. Yes. Good morning. Good morning.
Hi,
All right.
everyone.
So Victory, so maybe you like to start first. You
Yes.
can start the sync for us. Yeah. Go
Let me
ahead.
just share my screen. Where you share? All right. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Should come up.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
So let me see. Start. All right. I think there was the leader communication. Professor Herman said you will speak to her.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything from her.
Okay.
So I'll follow up again with her today. I did create I basically created a new Gmail account and posted the details on Slack. And I think that's what you can use to create a Firebase account, I think.
Yes, you're right. You're right. Okay. Firebase. Yeah. All right. No, that's fine. I saw that this morning. I think that's for Professor Herman. So with Shenyuan, I noticed that you added me to as a maintainer.
Right.
But when I go into GitHub, I can't seem to do anything to the project.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I've been trying to read up on it just to be sure that I'm not going crazy, but I can't find.
Okay, is that the correct repo? Okay,
Vasta.js.
Okay, yes, okay.
That's the one.
All right.
And
So
in theory, it should sort of come up somewhere here.
right.
It could also be because I'm on the free plan of GitHub and not necessarily.
That should be fine. That should be fine.
That should be fine. Okay.
Yes, because it's an open source project, so it's always free for open source projects. I think.
The other route was to sort of check. I think somewhere here, go to organizations, no, not there. Projects, organizations, I think. But even that, like, I don't think, yeah, it doesn't allow me to add people here.
Right. The people part is, that's only for, I think only for the immunology members. Yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
But yeah, I can't seem
there's
to.
no public project?
So there's no public project.
Oh, okay. Well, okay, I think I'll check that. Okay.
Maybe that's.
All right,
that might be
could
the
the problem. Yes.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
I thought that's okay. All right.
All right. And with Wen Hao, I don't. Hi. I hope you're well. I don't know if you were able to confirm the Facebook login.
I have applied a Facebook SDK account and I have integrated Facebook login with the demo site, and I can
Already.
Nice.
I can show you the screen.
Yes, please. Gonna stop sharing.
So we can use sign in with Facebook. And when I try to sign in with my account, my account use the same email like Google.
Okay.
So it will show me this confirm that both account are the same people.
Nice. Nice. Okay. That's interesting. That's awesome. Thanks.
So in a authentication page, we can show there are no new
Okay.
account here.
Oh, wow. So they can actually know it's the same person?
They use my email
Oh, I see.
as a
I
key.
see.
Nice.
Okay, interesting. But in theory, if it's a different email that has applied for the Facebook login, then potentially it could be seen as two persons, right? Wenhao, do you think that would be the case?
So do
Do you see what I mean? I mean, if let's say you use Gmail for the Google account and you use another email for the Facebook account, right?
The system will recognize you are two persons.
Right. In that case, probably it will be identified as two persons, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. But I think it's already good enough. I mean, we don't have to worry about that for now, I think.
Agree.
Okay. Do you mind sharing the link? I don't know if it's publicly accessible yet.
Oh, this page is public. So.
Oh, okay. Trying to sign up on my side.
Okay.
No, that's fine. Continue. Start. Jeez. Skip. Okay. So I just tried to sign up with Facebook. Oh yeah, it works. Nice. All right. Let me just share my screen. Yeah, this is what the Facebook thing looks like. All right. All right. Thanks, Wenhao. What else? What else? Oh yes, I also do. Wanted to find out if you had worked up the like a product, the roadmap, like a timeline for the implementation for the front end side.
No, not yet. Maybe I can do this today.
Oh, okay. That's fine. Product timeline. I wanted to show you something on the Xmind. I noticed that in the friends list, you had a section for listener by users on the front end API for the web API. I just wanted to find out, is this something that Google offers?
Google.
Yeah. I know you can get the user info from the Firebase and list friends and maybe invitations, but the nearby users and the distances, does Google does Firebase backend provide that information?
I don't think Firebase can provide like geological nearby user.
Okay. So that will probably be a different feature, not necessarily with the authentication. Okay.
Yeah,
but that's fine.
I guess what you would probably need to do is that will only work on the logged in users, I would guess, and then you would have to do some kind of a spatial query. I guess it would be like similar to, the backend would have to do that, and I guess what would happen is you would have to send that message to your matcher, and then it would be like an area publication or an area subscription, and then the matcher would have to respond with, these are all the users which fall within that area that you want to query. So I
Yeah.
think you would use a similar mechanism as you would for, publish and subscribe. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, no, that's fine. So it will probably go and then it should probably still.
Just a
sorry.
quick feedback, you probably would need to be able to, the essential function to have, I think, is to have the location of the user,
Yes.
to identify the location, the coordinate of the user. I think that's the only thing that's needed actually from let's say the infrastructure side of things.
Okay.
Okay, but I mean, I think we can maybe ask them how to help survey on that. But essentially, once that's known, then I think pretty much other things we can take care of that. Okay, I
Okay.
mean by the system that we plan to develop.
All right. That's fine.
But does that make sense? I mean, for Victory?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. That's fine.
Meaning that we don't need the infrastructure like Google to provide that function. Okay. All we really need is each user's location. If we can
Yes.
get that information. Yeah.
Okay. So that's okay. I'm trying to picture it from a like practical scenario then, that in a case like that, there's probably some form of mechanism on the phone, like the GPS device that says, okay, this is my location. And it's that location that we're sending to the backend side. That, okay, this is me, these are my XY coordinates, and this is what I want to subscribe to.
Yes,
Right.
yes, something like that. Yeah.
Something like that. All right. Okay, no, that's fine. I just wanted to confirm
And
that.
sorry, just a quick feedback for the, please go back to that previous page. And okay, you do have I think the find friends neighbor run with the socket IO, right? I think you have that.
Yes.
I think that might be redundant with the list nearby users.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so
it is.
I mean, I think that's
okay.
already, Wenhao already described that. I think it's the redundant, yeah.
Yeah.
But remove friend, yes, that is something you probably need to do. But that is, I think that should probably go with the web API as well. Because
Okay.
what Socket.io does is it can provide bi-directional connections. Okay, so it's
Okay.
good for sending real-time messages, as in chat, chat
Okay.
message, broadcast message. That's good. But if it's just like a request, right, like a one-time, single-time request, that can be done through the web API.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, basically, that is not really belonging to the chat app, right? I mean, that's kind of like the, I mean, remove friend would go along with send invitation, accept invitation, and remove friend.
Okay. That's fine. Makes sense. All right. Thanks for that, Shinyan. All right. Also, yes, I think that's more or less that for now. With regards to the back end, front end, so basically I'm still trying to play around with the best approach to that. I'm still trying to see if I should just build on top of this, or if I should just create something different. But I think this sort of gives a big picture as to what should happen from how it sort of integrates. And I think the only thing I added here was maybe the Raspberry Pis, and there should probably be something about the oh yes, so Wenhao, there's a question from Wenhao.
Okay.
I understand that it's a web app application, right? At least is this like a platform that is it gonna be a cross-platform where you can use both on the phone or just in your browser?
I think the original goal is to create a website.
Okay.
Yeah, so it
Yes.
can only use on the browser.
Okay.
Probably from your phone and from a desktop.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So Victory, I think what one can do for this is you can basically define a test for each of these APIs. So basically, how do you know that the specific API is working correct? I mean, you can define a test both for from the front end side, and I guess you could also define a test from the back end side, because that would be used if we follow a test-driven development approach, which I think is part of Agile. That would be useful to define how do you know that your function is working correctly. Well, you kind of pass your test.
Okay.
So maybe that's also something we should add to the things that we need to define in order to do the development, because then we can just pick some of these features, write the test, write the code, and then continue with that.
All right.
So I do have a different feedback. Okay.
Okay, cool. Go.
Okay. Which is, I think it's actually possible to do everything with a sort of a client server architecture, just like a prototype application. And essentially what that does is, all the basic features can work, but
Okay.
they interact with a single server. But in
Okay.
our terminology, that will be, having a single matcher deployment.
Yes.
See, right? I think that is something that can be developed, and I think this is my think, but I have to confirm. I think Wenhao can probably do this alone. Okay.
Okay, cool. Cool.
Wenhao, can you confirm that? So essentially, just build a very simple chat app with the functions to add friends, and then just send direct one-to-one message for now. Okay, Wenhao, do you see what I'm saying?
Yes, and
Okay.
it's not. Yes, I can do this. It's not a complicated.
Yes, it's not complicated. It's not complicated. Because if I mean, the real complication is how do we make it multi-server or multi-matchers? Okay, that's the complications, and that is what we're supposed to provide value and add value to that, in the sense of decentralizing the server architecture. Okay, I mean that is the challenge and the key value proposition. However, for the purpose of the prototype, and from the client's perspective, they don't really care, nor will they notice, whether you are a multi-server, multi-matcher, or a single server. That's serving them. That's behind the scene, right? So my suggestion is, I think Wenhao can probably develop pretty much everything, a standalone service, just for now. And then
Cool.
concurrently, I think what Victory can do is to basically try to build a multi-matcher version for the same service, you see, okay? But that actually becomes more distributed, okay? Because when you actually have, if you make the architecture to be multi-matcher, right? Then, and also you decentralize the management of the user discovery process, right? And then the users can establish like direct one-to-one messaging without relying on a single node, okay? Which, again, that would be possible with the multi-matcher architecture. Then, then we provide the decentralization, the privacy protection, and all that.
Okay.
But does it make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, but the reason why I'm raising this is because this will allow us to develop, sort of in a decoupled way. So basically try to remove dependency between the developers.
Oh, okay, cool.
You see? Okay. So Victor, that makes sense?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So I think you can start planning then.
Okay. Okay.
Sorry, I want to make sure you understand what I just suggests and whether you agree with it. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it does make sense. The idea is to have like, parallel development sort of going on at the same time without too much dependency.
Exactly. And also, I think this way Wenhao will work much faster, you know. I
Okay.
mean, and to help us to get a first prototype much faster.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
And I guess
Okay.
once that single matcher is running, that also means that we can, it means we can easily, as you said, make
We
the
can easily
developers
change that,
independent.
you know,
Yeah.
if the multi-matcher is also ready. Yeah.
Cool. Awesome.
Okay. All right. Victor, is that okay? I mean,
Yeah.
okay. All right.
Yeah.
So please go ahead and plan. Okay.
Yeah.
For
All right. I did want to ask Professor Harman if it's possible to. I probably already have the code, the document, but I'm not really sure which one it was. For the vast JS development.
The document.
Yeah, with that the thesis or the document.
Oh, Miguel Smith's
Miguel's,
masters. Yeah. I'll post it on Slack.
Yeah, please, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
But
And also just quickly for Victory, I just change your role to admin. I check out only admin can add new people to the project.
oh, okay.
Okay, so now I have made you an admin. Okay. Okay.
Thanks
Refresh your
for
page
that.
and you should
Yeah.
and it doesn't matter for the public project thing. It's unrelated. So if you
Okay.
go to settings, you
Okay.
see, now you have a lot more
see.
things. Manage
Okay.
access, and you should be able to add
I
people.
see.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Oh, I
you
see,
can
mate.
add Wenhao and Herman to it. Okay.
Okay. I will do
You
that. I will
basically,
do that.
yeah, to become code contributor. Oh yeah, and did you guys put your GitHub IDs in
Yeah.
the document?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay,
saw
okay,
that.
Wenhao,
Yeah.
okay, and Herman.
Yeah.
Herman's?
Let me do that quickly.
Okay.
I already know that, I think, but you can add it anyways.
Yeah, just I think add it to it.
Okay. Okay. Now to GitHub. All right.
There we go.
Document.
I use the same username everywhere.
I noticed.
Makes it easy.
Yes, much easier. Yeah. All right. Done. And how? All right. So with this is just mostly the implementation. I'm not sure if I should make that priority. For when how. But in terms of next steps in development stage, when how, what's next, or what's the next key step?
So Wenhao, I mean, towards building a prototype as quickly as possible,
yeah.
what do you think is the next crucial step?
Next.
Maybe next step, I can integrate the two templates into the demo site.
Okay. Templates.
Okay, so right now they're still separate templates, right? I mean, there are different templates. You need to combine them into, I mean, like a single site. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
Okay. So so I'm guessing there's, okay, I'm just trying to paint a picture here. So there's login, right? And once the login, they should see the what do you think they should see here? The friend list page. Sorry. And here, chat.
Chat.
Yeah, chat page. Right. So I'm guessing you're talking about integrating these two templates on the current web page, such that if I log in, I'm going to see maybe my ID and the friends around me or friends close to me. Is that right?
Right.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, brilliant. Okay. Great. Web app. Oh, sorry, I think I was writing some stuff down here. I was trying to sort of at what point do you think you will need access to the backend side? I was trying to sort of create a timeline here, but this is like in 2 months, but the way it's going, it looks like it might be ready in like a month or less. When how?
I can use the fake API first. So I can use the fake one. I can create fake one. That's only for development purpose. And then you
Okay.
can provide me the actually one. Yeah.
So how much time do you estimate to build the first
you estimate?
prototype? Yeah, I mean, if let's say the most basic functions, add friend, right? Add, remove friend, and then send direct message. I mean, what is your estimate for this, given the current pace and the time you can work on this?
So do you mean
Estimate,
you want
right?
you want me to just develop the add friend and delete friend the friend list features on the Firebase? Is it right?
I'm sorry, I didn't get.
Didn't hear that.
Do you want me just write code with Firebase functions, or I can use another server?
Oh, okay. What would be more convenient for you now? I mean, or easier for you to develop?
The Firebase functions is easier.
With Firebase?
Yes, the Firebase
Okay.
functions. But I
Okay.
don't know if it's possible just use the REST-JS on the Firebase functions.
Okay. I think for now, just it's fine to not consider REST. Okay. Just try to develop the prototype.
Okay.
You know, because I mean, once you have that developed, then it becomes a matter of how do we convert that, right?
Yeah.
Or to supplement that. But if you know, if we were to, okay, I mean, do you think that's technically okay if we later use another server-side component such as VAST library to make the server multi-server? Or is that something you have to
I think
study and
Firebase
survey?
I think Firebase is easy to migration to the server hosted by our. Yes, so I can just right now use the Firebase functions.
Okay, okay. Then use the Firebase then, I think. Okay.
For now.
Yeah, because sorry, go ahead.
For the prototype, I think maybe 1 week I can finish the basic.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So I'm guessing this is like somewhere there. Yeah, somewhere around there. Okay. Yes, please go for it. So what we're saying then is you're going to have the authentication and the friend list and chat page using just Firebase servers for now, and then there will be like a migration to VAST at some point in the future. Like, I hope I got that right. Wenhao.
That's what I understood.
Yes, but I need to try if it's possible to use socket IO on the Firebase functions, or we need to
Okay.
build a server for chat, or we can use the web API for chat, and then we migration with the
Okay.
rest.
Okay. Okay. It makes sense.
Okay, so that's a
Alright.
survey item. That would be a survey item.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Professor Herman said he would follow up with a leader.
I've sent her a
all right.
list already.
Okay.
And I've already sent you Miguel's thesis.
Oh, perfect. That was quick. All right. Thanks for that. With regards to the document, there's still a bit of delay. I've not really gotten a chance to look at the bugs. I know I've added them, but it's not compiling because of 1 or 2 errors, but it's because I'm still rusty with it. I've not used Text Studio in a while. But I'm gonna try to fix that today, hopefully. And I'll look into reading up the thesis. Yeah. Read thesis for Vast JS. All right.
Okay, to understand what's the latest, right?
To understand,
I mean, the latest.
yes.
Okay. All right. Okay, so is that okay for, I mean, Victoria?
Yes, yes. Are there any questions or feedback? I don't know if I missed anything.
No, that looks good. When if you have any problems with Firebase or that Gmail account, just send me a message on Slack.
Okay.
Cool.
All right.
Okay, all right. So talk to you guys tomorrow then, okay?
All right. Thanks,
Okay.
everyone.
All right,
Cheers.
so thanks, everyone. Bye-bye, yeah, bye.
Bye.